In this chapter, the learner will, with reference to MARPOL Annex 6, know the goals of MARPOL Annex 6, know what Annex 6 defines as air pollutants, be aware of the effects of these air pollutants on the environment, be aware of the kind of operational discharges of air pollutants that may occur and the restrictions placed on them, be aware that Annex 6 defines emission control areas, be aware of the kind of accidental discharges of air pollutants that may occur and the measures in place to minimize them. The main goal of MARPOL Annex 6 is to reduce the harm to the environment from air pollution from ships. An air pollutant is any substance that pollutes the air. The dictionary definition of pollute is to make something impure or unclean, or cause harm to an area of the natural environment, usually by introducing chemicals, waste products, or similarly damaging or poisonous substances. MARPOL Annex 6 controls 6 types of air pollution from ships: ozone-depleting substances, nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides and particulate matter, volatile organic compounds, incinerator emissions, and carbon dioxide, CO2. Click on the buttons to learn more. Pollution within the sea moves with the wind and current, but air pollution can be far more mobile. Research has now shown that air pollution can be a problem hundreds or even thousands of miles away from where it was created. High levels of some air pollutants can, on a calm day, lead to pollution building up around the port area to levels which doctors have found to be harmful. Over the longer term, it has been suggested that some air pollutants cause global climate change. Each of these pollutants causes its own problems. Click on the hotspots to learn more. MARPOL Annex 6 describes discharges of air pollutants as emissions. An emission control area is an area where special mandatory measures for emissions from ships are required to prevent, reduce and control air pollution from NOx, known as a NECA, or SOx and particulate matter, known as a SECA, so they do not harm human health or the environment. The operational emissions allowed vary according to the pollutant and whether the ship is inside or outside an emission control area. Click on the buttons to find out more about the rules for each pollutant. Annex 6 has many requirements for record keeping. Click on the buttons to find out more about the rules for each pollutant. Accidental emissions of air pollutants and the rules to minimize them again depend on the type of pollutant. Click on the buttons to find out more about the rules for each pollutant. We have now reached the end of this chapter on MARPOL Annex 6. We have considered the main goal of Annex 6, which air pollutants MARPOL Annex 6 controls, the likely sources of operational and of accidental pollution, and how Annex 6 tries to prevent harmful pollution from both sources. Before moving on to the next chapter, you should complete the following self-test questions to check what you have learnt so far.